But this is her first time in professional competition. It is a little bit different. We have Janet Lee, who's really an exciting skater who won the Challenge Cup last night and therefore qualified for the Masters Cup today. And, of course, we can't forget the defending champion, Kathleen Schmeltz. She's down in the pack, but she's a fighter.
As we look at all of this beauty on ice, we must also remind you about the skating judging. It is much different here than in most other competitions you have ever seen.
That's right. The top mark is 10. We have 7 judges, and the audience, which is all important in professional figure skating, will get to judge. The 7th judge is a compilation of 10 people picked from the audience ahead of time, and their average mark will be judge number 7.
We're looking for the gold medal. As of this moment, Lisa Marie Allen is the leader. Who knows what will happen in the next hour? When we come back, we'll join the ladies' long program. After the short program, Lisa Marie Allen is first, Amy Crevette second, Janet Lee third, and Laurie Miller fourth. Now we're going to show you again, we've been talking about this, Judy, of how the judges judge us differently than they do in other competitions on ice. But let's focus, after we go down 1 through 6, on public opinion. Whose idea was it to let the crowd in on judging the skaters?
Well, it's the idea of anyone who knows what professional skaters do. The Professional Skaters Guild of America thought that it was a good idea to let the public, who is really the audience for a professional skater, show exactly how they feel about the skater's performance.
And there's a group of 10 here whose public opinion is averaged down to 1, and that judge relays it on, and it's added into the other 6. And that's how we get our leaders.
Would you please welcome the next skater, Miss Laurie Miller.
Laurie Miller, fourth after the short program, but now with a real chance to move up. But remember, we will not know the scores until all competitors have finished. That's another unusual thing about these U.S. Open Professional Figure Skating Championships. But Laurie Miller knows she started in 4th place after the short program and has watched Janet Lee and now probably knows that with a good performance she can move into the top 3. We shall see how well she does. And with Fantasy Ice follows, Glitter at Trump Castle was a member of the '88 World Championship team in early December.
Try to triple sow cow. It's an interesting dilemma for the ladies singles skaters. It is so easy and so nice to choose a slow piece of music that is beautiful and more or less just for the audience to watch the prettiness of the skating. And yet in this competition, one has to do the jumps and spins. So I'm sure Laurie felt that she had to try for that triple, and yet it breaks up the continuity of a slow, pretty program to have a fall.
Judy Slatke, you've just answered the question before I asked it. I was going to say too much pressure or trying to do more they can realistically do under the best of circumstances.
Nice double loop jump. Is a beautiful spinner. She has nice control, centers the spin in one place, and has beautiful positions. jump. The stretch on that is absolutely amazing. Lori's showing great flexibility at this competition. She did kind of a rock number this afternoon, and this is such a change. It's nice to see someone who has both options. And the Denise Bielman spin.
I guess that's what you call a strong finish for Laurie Miller, who does realistically have a chance to move into the top 3.
Laurie Miller.
A member of the 88 team looking to become a member of the 89 team in Spain.
And she's showing the double loop. Nice height on that jump. A good position in the air. And to be able to come back after that fall on the triple cow in the beginning, good professional movement. And now we're stepping into the Russian split jump. Watch the stretch at the top. Beautiful flexibility. And it makes it such a feminine jump, even though this is typically a male jump. She makes it look very feminine because of the nice long line she gives to it. And then off with an axel jump. There's a double flip jump. She just looks so graceful, and the dress is so flowing. It's a good choice of music and costuming, too.
For Laurie Miller, really not any high marks or low marks. All about middle of the road except for musicality. 66.91 her total. Stay with us. We've got lots more professional skating from Daytona Beach, Florida. Lee Shackelford grew up in Fairfax, Virginia, has since moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where aside from coaching now, she is going for a master's degree. It's 9th after the short program. Leslie Shackelford.
Double axel. Flying camel spin laid over. Leslie has an almost perfect situation for someone who's competing on the professional level. She's at the Cleveland Skating Club, and they give her unlimited ice time, which is a luxury most people don't get. Double flip jump, and she missed it. But as a good professional will miss some things, she spun right out of it, and we were not aware of it, except for those of us who know that it should have been on one clean edge. acceleration and almost went off the ice. Quite difficult for the skaters. Their sight is not the white of the ice and the white of the side part. They are very similar, and sometimes they have trouble over there. Of course, she got into trouble on the jump and wasn't probably aware of exactly where the edge of the ice is.
If you are aware at home of all the skate marks on the ice, be aware that this ice is recently moved down and was not painted. Sometimes you don't notice it as you do here because it has been painted. This ice has not been. Leslie Shackelford started out 9th after the short program, has just completed her long program here in the U.S. Open Professional Figure Skating Championships at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. And there at number 3, the move's about the lowest score we've seen thus far here in Daytona Beach. A 9 for Leslie Shackelford, and overall a rather disappointing total of 65.62. Coming up, more of the ladies' long program at the Professional Skating Championships from Daytona Beach. And again, the wait for the music from Maria Causey, trying to move up from spot number 5 into the top 3.
We've talked about the vocal being all right in the music. It's also okay in this competition to have props. Here she is with a boa.
And there's those backs you were talking about. Well, the non-existence of the back that would not be permitted in amateur figure skating. But this is showbiz. This is professional skating, as you can tell by the music and by looking at Maria Causey.
About 20 years ago, way down in New Orleans, the group of fellas found a new kind of music. And we decided to call it jazz. No other sound has what this music has. Before we knew it was written round the world was made for a new kind of music.
Nice double loop, and she landed it in character with the hands posed in the 30s.
To the past.
Jim, we have a comment in professional figure skating that you should sin boldly. If you're going to do it all the way. And she is. She's showing the audience exactly what she wants them to see and staying in character throughout. Oh, a double axel, and she missed it a little bit. But remember, the jump judge is only one judge. Spin. It's very much in character and good position.
Now I know why they wrote a song, There's No Business Like Show Business. Maria Causey and a little bit of show business here at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach in the Open Professional Figure Skating Championship. She started out 5th after the short program.
We see that the character is just all through her body as she steps into her double loop jump and ends. Look at that left hand. Perfectly in character. Sliding across the ice. The element of surprise, and she's loving it. Look at how much fun she's having. And now the split jumps, Russian split jumps. She'll step into another jump. The Russian split jump. Look at her face. Again, the character carried totally throughout. And take a look at this spin. What a great position. She's chosen a great image for herself, a good character, and she's carried it throughout the program. I'm really impressed with her.
Well, Maria Causey, who took us back to the Roaring 20s, they loved her musicality and choreography and artistry, but marked her down in her spins and not so well in her moves or jumps. Her total, 66.92. Here's a story, 3rd after the short program, Janet Leigh. One night in Utica, New York, not so long ago, she was performing with the Ice Capades and tore up both knees. Since that time, she's been a courier delivering tapes and papers, driving around. She's also at the same time selling advertising for a Los Angeles newspaper, working 16 hours a day, and also trying to practice so she can get back to where she was. Perhaps again a featured performer with Ice Capades or some other ice show. And Janet Leigh has skated her way into 3rd place here and is trying to hold her position. A tiny little girl with a very big story.
Double axel, but she fell out of it. Jump into a double toe loop. The thing that I like about Janet is as she walked out onto the ice, she began performing. She already was tapping her foot and looking at the audience. And immediately we feel like we're out there with her, and it's such a great connection.
You can see how slim she is. I told you how tiny she is. She actually has worked out, not in basketball, but in the strength room with the Los Angeles Lakers. And some of her leg power and strength is equal to or greater than some of the Lakers.
Wow.
They're about 6 feet taller in sea flight.
Variation on a camel spin into a sit spin, then a little bit of a miss there, but again, a professional pulled it up. She did that quite well, covered it up. And yet she covers it. She's able to have that little miss be in there, and she looks up to her audience and says, I know I've made a mistake, but let's go on, and she stays in character. I think she probably just gets overly excited when she goes out on the ice, Jim. She wants to be out there so much, and she loves it so much, and she works so hard to be there that she piles all that energy and maybe over peaks.
Wants to be back in the ice show, wants to make the top 3 so she can go to Spain for the Worlds in '89. Meanwhile, driving the courier car or truck and selling newspaper space, supporting herself through moments like these.
Double loop jump. Again, she missed that.
Tough night.
But I'm seeing something very positive. As she's missing these moves, she's still able to come back, and now I see her incorporating maybe the sadness and frustration into the program and changing her facial appearance into a more inward look.
So often said, they are professionals. They are to entertain. If she can get the fans on her side, then the performance becomes a good one, not a bad one.
This is the move that she missed when she hurt her knees in the show, and she's back doing this move again. Very unusual for a woman to do that.
Janet Leigh has made a lot of new friends this evening in Daytona Beach. The question is, was her performance good enough to keep her in the top 3 and in the running for the World Championship team in '89?
And this is an axel that she's stepping into, the double axel. She misses it. She falls out of that. It was one of the first jumps that she missed. And now we'll see a split jump. Beautiful big split jump. And a double toe loop. And now take a look at this. This is the move that was originated by Mr. Frick of the comedy Mr. Frick and Frack. And she is really one of the first women I've seen do it. And she actually rubs her back against the ice. She goes much further down on this move. It's a great strength move and a wonderful audience move.
She's had to vary how she does it because of her previous injury, but nevertheless, she's back doing it. Well, Janet Leigh wants to get back in showbiz on ice, and the public opinion, perhaps because of her fall, scored her way down a 9-2. Her moves 9-3, but for choreography and musicality and artistry and spin, she did very well. At a total of 66.64 for Janet Leigh. Stay with us. We've got lots more professional skating from the National Figure Skating Championships in Daytona Beach, Florida. Judy had a chance to speak with Carol Schumann of the Professional Skaters Guild about the new rule changes concerning the school figures.
How does the Professional Skaters Guild of America feel about the change in the figures, the elimination of them?
Judy, the PSGA is very concerned about the future of figures and figure skating. Figures to the world of skating are like scales to the piano world or to bar in ballet. Without figures, we are very concerned that we are going to produce skaters who will not be the quality that we have today, that we've been able to see and produce over the years. Without that foundation, we are very concerned for the future of skating.
And yet there are skaters here at the Professional Championship that really excel in the free skating and could not have excelled in the amateur world because they couldn't do the figures. How do you feel about that?
That's a very interesting question because who knows where those skaters would be if it had not been for the figures. Figures build edges, they build the foundation, they make a stronger skater, and maybe those skaters would not be where they are today if indeed they didn't have the figures to get them to the point that they are.
From Paxton, Massachusetts, this is Beth Ann Duxbury. And you can see that Beth Ann was 7th after the short program, and you can tell that she loves color. And when she's not teaching skating full-time, she designs clothes and jewelry, and looks as though she may have designed this herself. What a combination of colors, and what a pretty young skater.
And here I think, Jim, we have to talk about the amateur world. The amateur world has just passed all kinds of new rules concerning costuming, that it can't be risque and that you cannot have the openness of the flesh color. Obviously, this is a professional competition.
Well, to remind you again that the judging here is not the usual brand of judging that you find at ice events. First of all, it is on a scale of 10, not 6. Also, among the many different ways it is judged, there is a public opinion poll. And also, we have to wait till all competitors have gone before we know any score. So just relax with us and enjoy the skating.
Beth Ann has some wonderful spins. She really centers them well, and they move quite quickly. By the way, those rhinestones on her costume are on mesh net. They go all the way down over her skates and hook under the bottom. Salchow. And a double toe loop combination. Combination spin. She has some very good elements in this program. I like the skating that she's doing. But once again, I'd like to see her take some energy from the audience and give it back and give a little more of the pizzazz of show business.
The colorful Beth Ann Duxbury of Paxton, Massachusetts. I'd also point out that they're not only going for prize money and golds, but the first, second, and third in each of the categories throughout the Open Professional Championships will go on to Spain for the Worlds in '89.
And here she's stepping into a double toe loop. Very nice and clean, a good position in the air, and she steps into the second one and lands it very cleanly. Very nice combination. And another jump here. I love that costume. It's really exciting with the bow in the back. Salchow, double salchow, 2 revolutions in the air. Very small jump. She's not high off of the ice, but they're very clean, and they certainly are worth counting.
Remember, the judges judge individual moves, and the judge for Beth Ann Duxbury on both jumps and choreography did not give her high marks at all. 9 ones. Her total, 65.90.
For our next skater,
Judy, you won 5 national championships. Would you rather start out ahead or behind? Because Amy Crevette need only hold this position. She's on the team, and with a good performance, she could unseat Lisa Marie Allen. Amy Crevette, second after the short program.
Well, I'll answer your question, Jim. I'd just like to be out there. I think this looks like a lot of fun. Double axel. reddish color hair, and she really comes out at you. It's a very stunning, exciting look physically.
Amy has been in a lot of important ice shows, but you may have seen her and may not have known it. She has appeared in one of his wondrous shows on the stage at Radio City Music Hall. What holiday treats they are.
As I've been talking to the skaters here, I'm intrigued by the number of opportunities that have opened up for skaters. There's so many shows that are around now, and I would like to encourage our television audience to get out and see the ice shows when they come to your town. There's so many now, and they're so good. The Professional Skaters Guild of America has added more opportunities for skaters than ever.
And as a parent of long standing, you never have to check the paper to see if it's X-rated, R-rated, or GP.
Not an ice
Just take
show.
the kids and have a good time.
That was to be a double flip jump. She popped out of it.
It would be surprising if Amy Crevette has lost any ground at all in her efforts to win the title. But lay ahead of her, Lisa Marie Allen, who had the only error-free performance in the shorter program earlier today.
Now Amy's going to step into her double axel. She's a little tiny bit off there, but lands it in the air and manages to pull it off. She just skid on the entrance into that jump. And now a stag jump. Oh, and this is a beautiful spread eagle. You know, in amateur skating, the skaters don't take enough time, I don't think, posing the spread eagles and the beautiful Ina Bowers.
You say something about those tan skates. I
Yes.
wonder if people have noticed that.
Those are professional skates. The professional skaters generally think that the tan skates look better and give a better line.
The very popular Amy Crevette got a good reception from the public, 9.7, but better for artistry, 9.9, and also a 9.8 on choreography. Outstanding score for Amy, 67.80. We'll be back with more professional skating right after the repetitive. Here is Lisa Marie Allen, a member of the Olympic team 8 years ago. She was first after the short program, but because of the unusual scoring, we'll have to say it again, we have no idea what she needs, when she's finished, whether she's held on to first place. But she's starting out the long program in first place.
Big axel jump, and she moves so beautifully across the ice.
And had by far, well, number one, the best performance in the short program and the only clean performance in the short program. sitting here mesmerized.
I think, Jim, that there are two ways to entertain on the ice. Maybe this is overgeneralizing, but one is to go out and get the audience to come out there on the ice with you and have a good time with them. And the other is to present the beautiful music box doll to the audience and let them watch you skate. And
With
Lisa is so good at that. Yes.
I don't know who the champion will be because we will not know the scoring for a little while, but I can give you a wail of a guess if you wish.
Absolutely beautiful performance.
Lisa Marie Allen, a star of the Ice Capades from 81 to 84, a championship member of the world team in 88 in December, and here she is, the former Olympic team member of 1980, Lisa Marie Allen.
And that was a beautiful axel jump. Nice height, beautiful open position. She really didn't have to pull in at all. Just enough to show us how easy it can be.
Lisa Marie Allen, choreography, musicality, artistry. The public liked her also. And those who scored her spins and jumps marked her down. Lisa Marie's total, 66.68.
This is a difficult time, Jim, standing there waiting for the music.
For those of you who have not seen our other coverage from Daytona Beach, as Judy so often pointed out, in professional skating, vocals are permissible as opposed to amateur skating.
Well, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Don't mean a thing, all I got to sing. Makes no difference if it's sweet or hot.
Nice big double toe loop. Kathleen is one of those skaters that would have benefited from not having school figures. Beautiful double axel. Would have benefited from not having school figures in the competition as an amateur because she really did so poorly in the school figures. She never got out of the figure competition and was able to compete in the free skating.
This is the showbiz you talked about in other competitors.
This is the show business. She's great at it. She surfaced in Disney a couple of years ago and just absolutely was wonderful. And then went on to the pro circuit and did some other shows and competes beautifully. Nice double loop, Lutz. beautiful double axel. She moves so well across the ice. It's really a fluid experience to watch her skate.
In defense of her title, Kathleen Smells won this championship 1 year ago. But we'll caution you 6th after the short program.
She's just bouncing into each one of these jumps. It's marvelous. Big double axel. It not only moves up from the ice, but it also moves along the ice. And then here she is as the entertainer going back to her audience. Stepping into the double Lutz now. It's a little tiny bit off, but very, very slightly, and now into the axel. Very good combination.
I would be less than honest if I did not say that many people were surprised, not Kathleen Smeltz, that she came back to win. For many people here thought that Lisa Marie Allen had won, but such are the vagaries of the judging here that the gold medal again this year goes to Kathleen.
That's right. Kathleen knew exactly what she had to do tonight, and that entertainment came right out there on the ice. She put it all out for us to see.
And all the way from 6th place to 1st place, with Lisa Marie Allen finishing 2nd. Amy Cravette 3rd. Janet Lee on the comeback trail is 4th. 5th, Laurie Miller, then Maria Causey, Beth Ann Duxbury, and Leslie Shackelford. But the night belongs to this lady, Kathleen Smeltz.
And we saw tonight what great entertainment value she had, and that beautiful double axel there. Her jumps were terrific tonight. The separate judging of all the different...
More professional skating right after this message. Big team several years ago, the Australian national champion, and like Maria Causey, the winner of the Artistic Award, and of course in the men's program, Perry Meek.
It strikes me, Jim, that it must be extremely difficult to win the Artistic Award among this group of competitors with the professionals out here that we have. But Perry certainly deserves it. The officials arrived at the artistic champion by virtue of the public opinion vote. Public was taken away for the part of the audience was taken out, 10 people, and their awards that they gave to the skater were averaged, and that made up one judge's mark. And Perry got the highest public opinion in the men's division. Traveling camel spins, they're very important in an ice show.
Using the big band sound as a basis, Perry Meek.
Thank you, Mr. Perry Meek.
Perry is going to do one of his jumps. He's also put this into the program tonight, an axle jump, a big axle jump. But the smile is always there, and really the entertainment is what it's all about right now.
Sean McGill, second place in the men's competition. And as we came on the air, we said his performance was innovative and a lot of comedy. Let's see Sean McGill now, skating to street music.
Jim, the wonderful thing about watching Sean is the knowledge that professional skaters are beginning to add to the world of figure skating in ways that performing professionals have never added before. They're innovative, they're thinking of new ways to use the ice, and it's absolutely marvelous. I love watching Sean. This year and last in the world of Open Professional Championships of the United States. And that is not a routine that you dream up and perfect overnight. Oh, no, not at all. And the amazing thing is that he does it almost exactly the same every time he does it. I don't know how he remembers all of that. Here's his jumping routine and Axel. He leaves the jumps and the spins. It was a professional competition, and he had to have those jumps and spins in the competition. And now look at his spin. Truthfully, this is one of the best spinning skaters I have seen in a long while. His edge is so perfect and so well centered and able to change body position so well without ever affecting the spin. It's incredible control. And now we see some of his footwork in sequence. Drop into the sit spin. Very nicely done. And of course, he's coming off of a hard competition. True professional to be able to come back and do a great performance the next night.
Coming up, more of the exhibition skating from here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And like everybody else here, a professional, numerous items in her resume, including a principal performance one time with the Ice Capades. This young woman can skate.
And for the skaters in our audience, Ron Cravette, an ice dancer in his own right and a champion, is her brother, and he is here in Florida watching her skate and helping her out with her training. Big double flip jump. Here, she really nailed all of those jumps and spins and really got pretty high marks on the technical aspect, even though she's considered to be more of an entertainer than a jumper.
And that's Amy Cravette, and there's no sameness to the music we're hearing here tonight, is there?
There certainly isn't.
Rock and roll, the big bands, we're hitting it all to showbiz. Amy Cravette, formerly with the Ice Capades, and as we said, has skated at Radio City Music Hall.
And look at that nice smile as she's going through. Beautiful posture as she's heading up for her jump. Sizing up the ice, checking out the audience, and turning in the double flip jump.
You'd never dream this next skater trained for speed skating under Eric Heiden. She was a U.S. ladies silver medalist, Olympic team member, and silver medalist here at the U.S. Open. Would you please welcome
Lisa Marie Allen, led after the short program in the ladies competition and was narrowly nosed out by Kathleen Schmeltz, but here she is, a great veteran, member of the Olympic team 8 years ago, and the star of the Ice Capades. Took time out to become a mother, but she's back. And she still is magic on ice. Lisa Marie Allen.
Beautiful double axel. Lisa says that competing in professional championships is going to be her sanity. She usually looks at this as a hobby, and she loves to go to the rink and skate. known for her beautiful spinning. She actually, Jim, spins both ways. She can spin either to the left or to the right, which is quite unusual in figure skating.
Lisa Marie Allen. And we've had about every kind of rhythm we can have on ice as we went south of the border for that. And Lisa Marie's routine.
Well, Lisa certainly chose a rhythm that is perfect for her stature. She seems to really like the image of being out there in the Spanish motif. And now she's going to step into the jump, the axel jump. 2.5 revolutions. And a nice landing, perfect double axel. Again, the double Lutz. Very nice. She's a beautiful woman and beautiful artistry on the ice.
Stay with us. We've got lots more professional skating from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Portion of the competition, and I think that you're going to like it. It's a little bit hot. One of the most difficult things about ice dancing is that you must do the most intricate moves that you can possibly do in order to get the difficulty judge on your side. But then you have to make it look easy.
Not difficult to spot those who've danced or skated a lot together before than those who have not.
That's right. It's not difficult at all. This team is so well polished. Even though he lives in Vancouver and she lives in Toronto, he goes to Toronto for a week to skate with her, then she goes to Vancouver for a week to skate with him in order to train. Great commitment to the sport.
And on this evening, which is still young, yet another kind of music and performance. This by the Canadian professional dance champions, Kelly Johnson and Jonathan Thomas, former world professional gold medalists.
And extremely dramatic in the ice dancing. They've really pushed ice dancing to the limit. I think in the amateur world, they might not have pushed it quite that far. Let's take a look at some of their great control in this part of the show. She's behind him. They're not even aware that the wall is coming up there on the side. He slips her underneath his legs, and they go right ahead with the program. They didn't even have to look at each other. The positions were so perfect, and they knew where the other partner was.
Would you please welcome Kristen Lowry and Chip Rosbeck.
Here at the Ocean Center, Daytona Beach, it is an exhibition of champions, of professional champions. These are the silver medalists in the dance, Kristen Lowry and Chip Rosbach, and I think you'll find it very easy to understand why they are stars currently of the ice capades. Watch their routine.
Jim, this is actually one of their numbers from the Ice Capades. So if you go to see the Ice Capades in your town and Chip and Kristen are there, this is one of the numbers that you'll see. This music is not your most traditional music, is it, Jim?
Those who may have tuned in expecting the usual amateur fare of figure skating and have not put it down at all will immediately know that this is not, if only because of the music and the vocals.
Skating, Kristen and Chip were really kind of held back. They were always thought to be too theatrical, and they thought that they were trying to hold themselves back, and yet the judges still thought that they were too theatrical. So now they can let it all hang out and let it pay for itself here in the business of show skating.
Kristen Lowry, Chip Rosbach with the Ice Capades. And I'll turn to my musical director and say, what kind of music is that they're skating to? It is a long way from Jamestown, North Dakota to Daytona Beach, Florida, but Laurie Johnson and Gary Strangman, skating together only 4 months, won the bronze medal here in the pairs, and now they're on their ice in this exhibition of champions.
And Jim, this is a good example of why I think these competitions are so important. This team had never skated together before. In amateur competition, they had separate partners, but they never had gotten enough of competing. When they heard about this competition, they entered it, they went through the Challenge Cup, and they went through the Masters Cup, and they got a bronze medal here. That's what it's all about, to be able to continue competing, opportunities for everyone in figure skating.
Strangman goes to the University of Wisconsin, but has taken the year off to team with his partner and see how well they do.
each other lifts, teaching each other adagio moves, and then this team was teaching the pair moves. There we had a problem, and again, the recovery was a little slow because they are a new team together.
They are Laurie Johnson and Gary Strangman of Jamestown, North Dakota, skating only since August of '88 together, but did manage the bronze medal here in Daytona Beach.
We see them skating side by side, grasping, which is always very difficult to figure out where that hand is when you're in a new team. Just going down into the dust pile, very carefully planning it. We see his foot chatter just slightly, but they pull it out. And now we'll see the side-by-side pair jumps. This is important in the short program, one of the elements that's required. The unison is so important. Nice jumps. And of course, the important lift in pair skating, stag lift. They do that really quite well. A lot of work, but they're both very committed.
This is an exhibition of champions. I hope you saw a pairs competition earlier in which Don Yance and Kerry Budicke finished second. They have an adagio routine, but most of all, as a non-professional, their lift is incredible, one-handed. Let's see if they do it in this routine coming up. From Cypress Gardens, Don Yance and Kerry Budicke.
Skaters and truly make a business out of figure skating. They've been with the ice show for many, many years. They're now at Cypress Gardens, and they go from show to show. He's now the director of skating and production at Cypress Gardens, so they've made a total living of it, as well as being in the production end of the field. Their Detroiter spin, typical adagio move, and yet they make it atypical by doing it with one hand.
That's what the other pairs wanted to see this afternoon. How do you do that?
Exactly. But in order to be competitive, Don needs to learn to do some of the pair moves, and that's what they were asking the other team this afternoon. So they were sharing. The adagio team was giving tips on adagio moves, and there you see a pair move that they missed a little bit. By the next competition, I bet they've got that. death spin.
As Carrie Budnicki said, you gotta have trust.
You sure do.
And your partner, Don Johnson, they're up because Florida claims them as their own. They're appearing in Southern Ice at Cypress Gardens. Anita Hartshorn and Frank Sweiding have not only won the gold here, but they have won each other. They, if you like a little news such as this from our gossip column, they're to be married. In the meantime, they will show you excellence on ice.
You see, Jim, I told you a long time ago you could fall in love on the ice.
They did, and you did.
That's right. Nice one-arm spin. Great control and good position on that. Nice death spiral. They really showed great pair moves here at this competition, and yet they incorporated many of the adagio moves also.
Champions in the pairs. About Kathleen Schmeltz, the fact that she was a defending champion, but then she won it again here. So the last 2 years, this is your U.S. Open Professional Championship gold medalist, Kathleen Schmeltz. And she will now proceed to show you why.
The stage is bare, the crowds are gone. Look now so high, I need your soul to give me joy
Jim, Kathleen has that beautiful, unique ability to spot the audience, look at the audience, and make eye contact so that you really feel like she's looking at you and skating for you alone. Nice big double axel.
holding my hand.
ladies and gentlemen, is why Kathleen Smeltz is the two-time professional open gold medalist here in the U.S. Championships.
And she's such a beautiful skater. The spinning that she does is so important. The audience really wants to see beautiful spins in ladies figure skating. She does that for the audience.
Stay with us. We've got lots more professional skating from Daytona Beach recent years. Judy Blumberg, Michael Sievert. They have won 3 world bronze medals. They were members of the 80 Olympic team. And a year ago, they were the professional championship gold medalists among the professionals. And they repeated that feat again here in Daytona Beach. Blumberg and Sievert.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so
is their inspiration of ice dancers, young and old, throughout the world. When you watch Judy and Michael, you feel so good about dancing on the ice, and you really want to do it. You want to be out there. And most people can ice dance, but certainly not up to this caliber.
It sounds as though they filled up the jukebox with a bunch of quarters and are just dancing around the floor.
Exactly. And don't you feel like you could just go out there and do that when you watch them? And yet we know how difficult it is. They make it look so easy and so much fun.
Does your love stray to the brighter side where I kiss you and call you sweetheart?
Huh.
To the church of your heart, singing there. Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture there?
You know, Jim? Jim Slatke and I were dating at about this time, and I remember dancing with him on and off the ice. This brings back memories for all of us who dated during this time of this music.
Is your heart filled? Shall I come back? Tell me, are you listening to
I guess what I would say about this performance by Judy Blumberg and Michael Sievert is it makes you feel good.
It certainly does.
and Michael Sievert.
Daytona Beach. He is truly innovative. It did not show it in a long program, which you may have seen here on ESPN, but he will show you here how innovative he can really be. Gary Beacom, our champion. He has a two-man show. He is a physics buff. He carries a big book of physics and studies the laws of gravity and gravitation. Doesn't know how he's going to put it in dancing, but he may need it. Watch it. Not too long ago, that newspaper that prints all the news that's fit to print gave this man a lavish review for his two-man show.
And well under control. Jim, quite a few years ago, the great Mr. Frick told me that comedy on ice is not just a matter of timing, but of incredible talent. And right here we are seeing some of the best comedic talent in the world.
And in the long program, Judy, we saw how talented he could be with more conventional routines.
That's right. He chose to do all of the double jumps, and he certainly landed all of the spins and jumps and the technical parts. But look at this beautiful, exciting move there. He's just playing with the ice, playing with the blades. He must really love doing this. I can imagine that his practice sessions are exciting also. Starbuck calls him the king of kook, and I can see exactly why. He's a funky program and a funky guy.
Standing ovation. He may be funky, but he's a crowd pleaser, and he is an artist. Gary Beacom. our champion. Remember back to Calgary, February of '88? The first medal won for the United States, Jill Watson and Peter Opergaard. Since that time, they have had an outstanding success, not only as stars of the ice capades, but as professional competitors. Here they are on the ice at Daytona Beach, Jill Watson and Peter Opergaard.
Jim, they've chosen to do Firebird, which they did in the Olympic Championship, and they also just competed with this program in their first professional competitions.
In their first professional competition in Paris several weeks ago, they had 7 marks of 10. Perfect 10.
And Jim, as we see them out here on the ice, it's obvious that they deserved it. They are in perfect style. It's wonderful. Their unison is great, and their movement across the ice is incredible. Look at the style on that helicopter lift. The position that she has, and his beautiful position, and how fast they turn on that. She covered on that fall. Now listen to the audience. They're down because of the fall, but as soon as they go back into the next wonderful lift, the audience will come back. Oh, marvelous.
Olympic champions. They won a bronze medal there. Jill Watson, Peter Opergaard. And the fans have come to their feet. And why not? From Paris to New York, New York to Daytona Beach, to the ice, and the appreciative fans.
Okay, we're going into the beautiful death spiral. Look at the position on this death spiral. It's absolutely terrific. She's strong, and he's stretched out, the arms totally stretched to the very end. And then he drags her out of the death spiral along the ice, one of their trademarks. Wonderful strength. And now we'll see their gorgeous lift. Look how he just throws her up here there as if she were a feather. The helicopter lift, turning across the top, and very lightly set down on the ice.
Stay with us.
Someday, when I'm off.
The 1988 Olympic silver
Magical night in Calgary in February of '88. when she won a silver medal. Today, she's come from the west coast of Canada through Dallas to Orlando, has taken a helicopter to Daytona Beach, a police car to here. She got here moments ago, and now she's going to do her thing with little or no chance to warm up at all, but nevertheless, she is Elizabeth Manley.
Jim, we talk about the excitement of professional figure skating in front of an audience. We saw Elizabeth standing there looking at the audience, accepting the praise, almost looking surprised. She was so excited after that long trip to be out there where she's comfortable with the audience.
And when you consider the dedication, she did not compete here. She is here for this few moments on ice that you will witness.
Professional skater to be able to step out onto the ice after such a long trip across the country, find your ice legs, and be able to do beautiful double jumps like that one right there. She's absolutely perfect out here. Great knee bend and fluidity on the ice.
It was worth it, and we thank you very much.
The territory that comes along with being a star is that people expect you to be perfect, and Elizabeth was tonight. A beautiful performance. We're seeing here her double axel, perfectly executed.
I am so tired. Really,
And now we're going to see another one of her jumps, a double toe loop, after a combination. And she looks at her audience. She seems to really enjoy the audience, which is really part of it. As a professional skater, you have to have that enjoyment of skating and of your audience. A beautiful spin.
Everybody here was asking me.
Nice and fast.
Judy, it all looked good to me, but my question, if you would ask Elizabeth Manley for me, how did it feel after all of those helicopters and planes and police cars to get here?
Elizabeth, Jim Simpson would like to know how it felt to be skating after all of that traveling. Tell us about the trip.
Well, it was very tiring. I had spent 13 hours on a flight today, and it wasn't just one flight. I had continuous changeovers and connections and everything. And for the first time, I tell you, there was a couple times where I was thinking, boy, would it be nice to be late for once, just to be an extra little bit of sleep on a plane. But I got here okay, and they asked me actually as soon as I got off, do you really want to skate? We don't want to press you into skating, but I'm here and I wanted to. So.
And you did a wonderful job. It looks like you really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy the audience?
I did enjoy it. I love skating, but I don't enjoy it when I don't feel like I'm skating up to the ability I can. And definitely tonight, my legs were lead. And, you know, when I get off the ice, I kind of think, oh, all these people are going to go home now, and they're going to think I'm skating awful, and it's just because I'm very tired. And there is that peppiness in me still, but it's still in Victoria, BC right now.
Well, we saw that peppiness on that magic night in Calgary. Tell me what you've been doing since then, and has that magic kind of worn off, or is it still just as fresh?
It's, no, the magic is definitely still as fresh because nobody will really let me forget about it. I mean, not only with the press and that, but with Ice-Capades, constantly announcing it and advertising it as it. I want to share it with everybody. It wasn't just for me, it was for my whole country, for Canada. And when I've been performing with Ice-Capades in Canada, it's been giving me an opportunity to perform with them, and that means a lot to me.
What are your projects that you've been working on, or what's coming up?
Wow, where do I start? Have you got an hour? But probably the biggest one I can tell you about is I've just finished my own television special called Dear Elizabeth, which will be aired March 6th. In Canada, right now, the United States is trying to fight. There's different networks trying to fight for it. But it's called Dear Elizabeth. It'll be aired on March 6th. And I've just also done an Ice-Capades TV special, which is going to be aired on December 28th here in the United States.
How do you keep all this straight in this magical world?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm on such a hectic schedule and everything is so fast-paced that I don't have my head's spinning too fast. I don't have time to realize just how much I'm doing.
Well, it's a delight to see someone who
Our 90 minutes of the Exhibition of Champions of the United States Open Professional Figure Skating Championship is over. We would like to thank Carol Schuler, the Executive Director of the Professional Skaters Guild of America. Also, David Lowry, former president of that organization, for his tireless efforts, and Mr. Ross Dowdy, who brought figure skating and these professionals to Florida. We thank them all, but most of all, we thank the skaters who made these 90 minutes and the United States Open Professional Figure Skating Championships such a success. For Judy Slotky, I'm Jim Simpson, and to you, good night from an excited Daytona Beach, Florida.